This program is entitled A Piece of Green. This is what we call it, okay? And the scope of the program is to expose careers in areas that recycling for young people and careers. This group of young people, first of all, they're phenomenal in that they all aspire to be scholars, and they ask questions that require in-depth discussions and details. And what we have been fortunate about is meeting people who run these facilities who didn't mind explaining to our young people from a systematic perspective how to get involved in the recycling of Mother Earth.
What's been most exciting about this summer for me is that I've been able to experience a whole different side of everything, kind of. I've been learning a lot about energy and the different types of energy, like solar and wind energy and water too. It's been a lot. It's been a new learning experience for me. It's been kind of hands-on. We've been going to a bunch of different locations, and that's been fun. I go to a science and tech school, but that's never been kind of my forte. But being experienced in all of this, it's kind of opened my eyes a bit.
We had the opportunity to visit, let me start with the mayor of Forest Heights, and who exposed us really to the concept of recycling programs in Prince George's County, and who talked in depth about the number of careers in recycling the water. She told us about what the water was like and how our young people could go about acquiring skills that would lead to long-term careers and even businesses, if you will, in the area of recycling.
And just at the beginning, it seemed like it was gonna be cool because we was learning to get paid. Like, that's good. And then the fact of learning, it gives you the hand-on experience. That's the really more important thing, is people getting their hands on, learning how to do it, knowing what it is. You get to know it personally. That's how it sparks the learning. Like, you want to do, you don't want to know, you want to do.
Well, we think that the kids need more exposure than they actually have. I mean, like as far as inside of the community. So we take them to different places where it's that they can be exposed to different things that's going on, and not only outside of their community, but things that's going on outside, inside of the world or what's around them, so they can be more conscious and aware.
We also allowed them to visit the parks out in the Clinton area where they were exposed to touching and feeling mammals, snakes, birds. They really enjoyed that.
My favorite place this summer is probably visiting the mayor at Marlow Heights Community Center, because it affected me in which a way we can conserve energy by using solar panels. And I think solar panels is a new way of saving energy.
Well, we did a lot of things. Like, we played basketball. We went to the zoo. Learned about multiple things. Like, we flew drones. We learned how in the future drones is going to be real effective. It's going to be able to bring us peace or anything we want. It's going to start taking away probably like man-made jobs. So maybe the drones would be like new mailmen or something. And yeah, this program has been a big help. It made me think more about like littering and stuff and going green, and just like trying to like clean up the earth. I would definitely recommend this to my friends, and I would tell them like it's a good program. It's fun. You learn a lot of new things that you wouldn't think. Like at first, I really wasn't interested, to be honest, but as the program was going on, it like brought me in. I had an open mind, so yeah, I learned a lot of new things.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. We had the opportunity to learn about the recycling program at the National Zoo, Smithsonian National Zoo, where many of our young people, some of their comments were about the apes and how their behavior marked human behavior. And then so many of them talked about they watched how there were no keepers there, so it kind of gave them the idea that something is automatic here, and that it really intrigued them, and they were, asked a lot of questions about, well, what's the recycling program there, and how can we get involved in that?
Something I wanted to go home and tell my parents about, tell my brothers about, because it's very interesting. We went to a school named Test College, and we learned about opportunities if you're interested in the career in technology. And we also went to the zoo, and I got to see an orangutan in action. He was asleep, and things of that nature. Yeah, we actually got to touch things. When we were at the Test College, we went to a shooting range where a former police officer let us shoot guns and practice aiming and things like that. And when we were also at that school, we went to their rooms where if you wanted to be a lawyer, they actually set up an actual crime scene where you would be able to try to figure out the case and things of that nature. This definitely makes me want to do better and learn more things and learn new things and go to different places and talk about them.
We also exposed them to the national wildlife, where we were just there a couple of days ago. We took a tour of how the bats, the actual kangaroos, and their wolves were eaten up, and they were very amazed by how they were insides being taken out.
And the things that happened with them.
things that was happening with them. It was really an interesting trip.
It has attracted me going forward. I know that there's more jobs out there. I mean, jobs that I never even thought about. There are people who just thinking about it. There are people who create the solar panels and everything. You can get paid for just installing them, and because there's so little people involved in those types of careers, they get paid a whole bunch. And obviously somebody had to have made it, but it never occurred to me that that's a career aspect.
People get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. I say you just thank the Lord. You just thank the Lord. So people get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers coast to coast. Faith is the key.
Linda, out of the kindness of her heart, and when you think about the kind of money that she could be making, here she is. She found an opportunity for these young people in conjunction with the staff at UCAP, the director, Xavier, and all of his staff. This thing couldn't have happened without them. So, of course, we want to just say with a heartfelt, thank you. Thank you, thank you,